Hello and welcome to this video from this part of Haverhill in Suffolk. Now, of course, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it in just a moment. First of all, let's introduce myself, Nicolini Orange, although I haven't got an orange in front of me. But some may say it's actually early to celebrate Christmas. Well, it's actually in a week's time. From this date here, Monday, the 28th of November 2028. No, actually, that's wrong, 2022. That got you going there. Now then, of course, I want to introduce myself, Nicolini Orange, yet again, for the second time, without, of course, introducing you to the orange, because I've already done that. Well, I said both names, actually. But, yeah, from this part of Haverhill here, I've just literally finished a great meeting this morning at 11:20 a.m. Now, listen to this. Of course, that person bought a first edition of Haverhill UK mug. We love Haverhill, that is. We love Haverhill UK. And it was a signed copy. And if you do want a signed copy of one of our mugs, whatever that mug might be, because mugs do change from time to time, so I don't want to say a specific one, unless, of course, I specifically need to. But, of course, it could change from time to time, the mugs I'm talking about. So what I will say is, what a great meeting with Bill Taylor from the Haverhill Wanglers, who gave us one of their volume number 1 CDs today, and I look forward to playing that on one of my shows and giving that a plug perhaps somewhere. But yeah, great meeting this morning at the cafe, which is literally in this direction. Roughly was just over there. And of course, as I swing the camera around here, you get a lovely view from the top here. And it's not often we mention Christmas. Some people think it's early, some people not think it's early. And for those people who don't think it's early, you'll be delighted to see that there are some, what you would say, Christmas lights already lit up during the day. There's one on that sort of lamp as well. They're all on lamps. And I've just seen a bus coming up here. I wonder what bus driver that is. We do talk about transport. Can anyone recognise that? Who's the bus driver at this time here? Well, I can give you a rough time. It is, of course, 33 minutes past 1 p.m. That's the shift that bus driver is doing. And that will be going towards Cambridge at the moment, because there's one that goes to Cambridge, and that might have been the 131, or maybe the 131 goes in the other direction. But of course, that heads out towards Ratting Road, where the number 13 will go up towards the Fox currently at the moment, because of course there is a new housing estate up by the Fox in that direction, just to the right there. The Henderson Dentist is just down there. And if I swing to a left here, you'll see this is Queen Street here. If I zoom in, you'll be able to see it in a bit more detail. And you've got Nicam computers. If you go through that tunnel there, where that guy is just coming through there, and over in that direction, just behind it, somewhere along the lines, is the Woolpack pub and a Chinese restaurant, and the Rose and Crown Hotel is just behind it. And you've got the, what used to be called the Cangle School behind it. So this is the view that you get. You even get to see Haverhill St Mary's Church Tower from here. It is a lovely view from the view of the cafe, which is over there. And we'll take a little bit of a wander. You can actually go down the steps here if you really feel fit enough. But of course, just to the left is the main car park of the Tesco's car park. This car park itself, alongside the actual Tesco's just here, every little helps there. And it used to be the disused railway station of Haverhill, just at this very point. We'll probably do an extra video on that if you'd like us to do that. And this is the police station here. It used to be a swimming pool back in the day. I did say swimming pool, didn't I? But yeah, I could say a swimming pool it used to be many years ago. There is some history attached to that. I'll probably follow up that at a later stage. I'm only doing basic history today because really I'm not fanatic about it, but of course some people may be. But yeah, researching your facts has got to be a key, because if I get it wrong, then of course, you know, I get in trouble for it. So yeah, I'm going to head down towards that path in just a minute, which leads on a slope. I walked up these steps here to get up here to get to the cafe upstairs. There is a lift inside the Tesco's area as well, and this is the main shopping area of Tesco's as well. Well, as the sign says, it is entrance that way. That's one way to get into Tesco's that way, and there's another way to go around the other side as well if you want to get in that way. You can see it's very festive. Can you see that from here? I bet you can. But of course this car park, I believe, is free. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't use this car park because I don't have a car myself, but of course let me know in the comments if it is a pay and display car park. I believe it might well be. So we walk down this slope. It's much easier to walk down it than actually walking up it, although we did walk up this way. Very colourful display when you actually pass this Tesco's here. I thought actually when they were building this that, you know, it wasn't going to make it, because I thought it was going to fall and topple over because it's on a hill pretty much. That's the cafe just up there. That's the view that we'd have up there. It's quite a nice cafe actually to check out. They do all day breakfast currently at the moment, and it has just been renovated. Do check it out, it's definitely worth it. Get good cups of tea there to keep you warm in this day and age. That's the Henderson House dentist area just there. Bear in mind when you do drive around this area, do take extra care, especially when there's pedestrians walking around. And try not to speed if you can. Star travelling around here. Now I've got to literally cross over the traffic lights. I'll probably head towards halfway into the town on this video today. I'm not actually going to do a live, but of course if anybody does request a live, we may, as in May, do a live in Haverhill at some point. We don't know when that will be, so of course you'll have to check out our Q&A for that. Now the good thing about Haverhill, when you enter Haverhill, is that you get greeted with a lot of sort of lit up on a lamppost kind of decorations that I showed you at the beginning of this video. You can see for yourself, even during the day it looks pretty. It's the second bus I've seen so far down in this direction. At least we know the buses are running. Well, for the time being anyway. Plenty of benches to look at and to sit on if they're not wet, you know, to see the onlooking traffic. How nice is that? Now we're heading onto Queen Street here. Now if I was to turn a right, I would head towards the Woolpack and the Rose and Crown pub. So yeah, lots of different trees down here, heading towards the old disused Cangle School, which is now turned into, of course, a residential home of some kind. So yeah, there are some people that live all the way down here, a bit like Coronation Street down here, where it is. It's the Boyton Terrace of 1884. Wow, has anyone seen that before? So yeah, this is a private car park here, so don't use this unless you have a reason to do it. I did actually stood once under here doing a fish and chip review. That was going back a long time. You've got your Chinese hot foods a takeaway here. Merry Christmas here. I haven't seen this before. Queen Square we're coming under. See you, mate. One of our friends here. He's off there. Obviously, he does his own work, like bin collector, that kind of stuff. So you got your cam down here. We are at Queen Square now. Got your opticians to the left. You've got your kitchen and bathrooms. Well, kitchens with the S on it. And you've got Santa's sleigh. But anyone actually spotted that before? Can you actually buy it? I don't know. I don't know if you can buy it or not. But you've definitely got snowman on display here. Don't think you can buy that. I think it's more kitchens and bathrooms over there, but very much good festive display here. It looks like Pinocchio, doesn't it? And you've got Santa Claus's hat there, and another one there. One thing I do notice when you come down to Queen Square and Queen Street, whatever you like to call it, I think it's one of the two, or just everything of the two there. What's on in Haverhill, and it tells you a display of things. Dominic Kewan, greatest hits and more with special guests, and the 50 golden years, Cinderella, all those kind of things. Very useful. Naughty but nice. I wonder what that's all about. I think Touring With Us was actually spotted there, one of the members of Touring With Us. I think it was Juliana Plum, as in the fruit. And of course he was spotted in Jenny's by, I believe it was Alex Bailey. Am I right there? And by the way, this cash machine, by the way, is actually a pay one. You have to pay to use it. So of course, if you don't mind paying for it, then of course you can use it. You can actually get your balances for free, but of course any transactions you do have to pay for. And this is Jenny's restaurant here for those people who actually want to buy an all-day breakfast and burgers and cups of tea, that kind of stuff. It's very useful. And look at that. You don't often see that outside of a pub, especially the Woolpack in Haverhill. Brian and Dione welcome you to the Woolpack. The Rose and Crown pub is just over in that direction where that bus is heading. That's the same bus I saw a minute ago, isn't it? And this is where the CAB, Citizens Advice Bureau, is normally held. I think they're only doing online or on the phone at the moment. And of course you've got your famous smart fish bar. I have checked them out, and I believe they are doing an inside version as well. And I think that dog was agreeing with me there as well. So of course, yes, this is usually queued up, you know, all the way down here on a Friday and Saturday. Those dogs making a noise. So, of course, they are hoping to do an inside sit-down area, which is apparently coming soon. You can see a bit of the sign just there. They haven't completed it yet. That used to be a bakery back in the day. And you've got your premier convenience store, like the one you have got in Great Yarmouth as well. If you've seen the Great Yarmouth videos, then you'll know exactly what I mean. A rare part of Great Yarmouth that is not often seen by the naked eye. So we're going to head towards the other part of the Queen Street. So that was Queen Square, and this is Queen Street. I thought they were all combined into both. You could say it's both because it's actually attached onto each other there. So let's walk down here and take a little bit of a look down this area before we finish the stream. I do like these trees here. It's not often spotted by the naked eye, but of course they give a good decoration to the town. They could have some, well, they could have some, well, these two trees here could do with some TLC a little bit more, you know, to make it more sort of festive maybe. But yeah, they don't look too bad, to be fair. You've got your Haverhill Cash Converter Centre, pawnbrokers, buy, sell and loan. Just at that shop there. MJ Pipes has always been here since I've ever known it. And you've got Life is a Good Spa. I thought it said God Spa there. I always keep thinking that, because it's got the yellow look to it. The art of relaxation and therapy exclusive to you. So if you fancy a massage, that's one place you could come in Haverhill. You've got your barbers there if you want a haircut. So yeah, Queen Street we are at. CMB beautiful. Look at that Christmas tree. Looks quite nice and festive, doesn't it? Haverhill Pizza and Kebab on the right, and USA Chicken, Pizza, Ribs and Burgers on the left. Amber's Cafe, formerly known as the Pie and Mash Shop. You've got another hairdresser's just there. Here you will see a quick service shoe repairs, and they can copy keys for you as well. Quite a good service. Opening times are Monday to Friday, 9 o'clock till 4 o'clock most days, apart from Wednesday closing at 2, and Saturday 9 till 2 and Sunday closed. And this looks good. Coffee, groceries and wine, beer, spirits and cakes. I believe they've had music in there as well. And fully licensed as well. So it looks quite good. Looks like they are closed at the moment. But yeah, I've seen people sitting in there for cafes, drinks and all that kind of thing. Definitely worth checking out. So these are the times here, as you can see. Monday it is closed, that's why they are closed. Normally open from 8 AM till 6 PM, apart from Friday 8 till 8. That's PM in the evening on Friday. And of course 8 o'clock Saturday till 8 PM Saturday, and Sunday 9 o'clock till Sunday 2 o'clock. Okay, that's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, not of course in the morning. So these are the things that they do. You can see the prices. Looks quite good. simple English breakfast, large £6.50 and medium is £5.50. Sounds like a good plan, and that's what you get for it. Oh, it looks like a big sized breakfast, including fish and chips as well. Can't go wrong for that. The Madeira Cafe, definitely worth checking out. If you cross over to this side here, it's the Queen's Head. Some of these Christmas things are not lit up here. Are they not working? I know it's during the day. None of these lights should be on anyway. Another waste of lights. But anyway, I've never literally been in that pub. That's one pub I've never literally been in. Do tell me in the comments what you think of that pub there. Is it worth going in? Is it not? Let me know. So Thingamybobs is here. All the Christmas festive stuff already. Getting it all early. Geared up for Christmas, which is about in a week's time. That's why I'm doing this, because it's so quiet. See roughly what this interpretation of Thingamybobs is like from the outside. But also, it's worth checking inside. But I won't go any further than this. But yeah, got plants on the outside as well, ranging from $3.99. Nice, isn't it? Now 99p. Got your Santa's workshop. Okay, naughty but nice. That's chocolates, by the way. So yeah, Thingamybobs here is quite different to the one in Ely, because they do have a Thingamybobs there. The one in Ely is a little bit bigger than this. This is the Star Burger Cafe. Worth checking out. And as we walk down here, got all these kind of shops here. The Peas Good and Skates. I think that's pronounced that. Independent Family Funeral Directors and Monumental Makers. Dolly's Tea Room, currently closing at the moment. And you've got your Deja Vu. In other words, you think you're, well, in the same place, but you're not in the same place. Does that make any sense? I think you've been in the same place before. So if you move around here, you've got My Screen Monkey. They do a lot of good stuff in there, because all screen prices are reduced there. 30-minute repairs, all makes and models. So yeah, they do screens, and depending on what kind of model that you have, like an iPhone 7 or maybe a Samsung, but Samsungs, depending on the screen size, will be a little bit more. So it all depends on the size of the equipment. So I'm going to head towards the end here. You can't literally take your car through this way. They block it off, of course. You can even sit on the bench and watch the world go by next to a bin. How fascinating. So we'll end up at this half of the high street here. As we see it now, it is Queen Street. So there you go. I'm going to sit on that bench and have a nice little well-earned break. Well, I was actually going to sit on it, but actually I thought I'd go against that, because actually it's too wet to sit on these benches at the moment. But of course, if I move the camera and show you behind me, this is where the King Grill normally parks, down in this area here, down on Peas Hill. And they've got obviously a permit to, of course, park their van here, and they encourage no cars to park here, especially when they are having businesses run at around about 5 o'clock in the evening. Each and every day they do sell burgers, chips, salad, kebabs, cans of drink, and all sorts of things. A burger would normally, a burger stall would normally offer you. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to thank you so much for watching live. Yes, it has been me. Ta-da! I've done it myself. Live from, of course, Haverhill in Suffolk. From Queen Square to Queen Street. It's been a pleasurable day to do it. At this time of the year, I didn't think it was going to be as mild as this. Although I'm getting over a slight cold and all that kind of thing. But thank you very much for watching this. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. If you do want to purchase our merchandise, all proceeds will, as per usual, as we say on our Q&A, will actually go towards making more of these videos for the future. And of course, what we broadcast, a bit like Netflix, where you, of course, you pay a fee to actually join their TV experience. Sorry, I coughed there. But anyway, thank you very much. We've got screaming kids in the background from all angles. And we cover all angles at no extra cost. There you go. Thank you very much for watching. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button so you know when we upload a video. And we'll try and keep those notifications very brief, because I know pinging notifications can be very annoying. So we don't want to annoy you too much. So we'll leave it on that note. Thank you for watching. Live and exclusive from Haverhill and Suffolk. It has been Nicolini touring with us. And we'll see you hopefully next time. Bye for now.